Hi everyone, welcome back. Patricia here with Living Even Keeled. Today I'm going to show you a video that I wasn't actually planning on filming. I had something else totally scheduled, but this morning when I was reading the comments, I got a question that I just wanted to reply to in a video. And thank you, by the way, to all of you who continue to leave comments. I love getting to know you and sort of troubleshooting, decluttering hangups and different organizational methods and stuff in the comments. I don't always get to the comments right away, but I do within the week. At least I try to, so thank you for those of you who continue to leave them. So this morning's comment that inspired the video was a question about how do you justify buying a bin or something at Target as opposed to Dollar Tree. Like, you kind of struggle with the price tag, especially if you've been shopping at Dollar Tree for a while. You think everything in the world should be $1. At least that's how I feel. But first off, I do like Dollar Tree bins. I use them in so many areas in my home. My pantry, under my sink, my entire kitchen organization system really is founded on Dollar Tree bins. I use them in my restroom, in the closet, so there's absolutely nothing against them. So on Tuesday, when you saw my laundry room, you noticed, or you may have noticed, I used all Target bins. So what's the deal? So we moved into this house about 3 years ago, and I've been using Dollar Tree stuff in my laundry room since then. But also since then, I've been really dissatisfied with the look of it and how it works. Dollar Tree bins are a little bit smaller and a little bit flimsier, but like I said, they do work in certain scenarios, but for me, they just weren't working in that room. For example, I used 3 of their stacking bins, and in one I put sponges for the dishes, and another I put scouring pads, and another was like Mr. Clean type of eraser sponges. But then I just came to the realization that I didn't need all the extra divisions and dividers. I just wanted to put them all into one thing. They have this nice kind of like cube shaped. It's a little bit tapered at the bottom, so it's not exactly perfect, but they have that one that I've used in my pantry, and I was trying to use that for all my extra bags and Ziploc kind of stuff and the accessories to the vacuum, but they were a little short, so everything was sticking out, and to me that became an eyesore. They even have more narrow ones that I was using. I use those in my kitchen currently. They work great for my needs in my kitchen. They just weren't working for my needs in the laundry room. So the way I was able to justify spending a little bit more was a couple of things. Number one, I continue to always budget. Staying to a budget is important to me, but just being frugal for the sake of being frugal really isn't. I have some really nice bins in this black thing from IKEA down here that I end up buying one at a time every pay period. So if that's something that you have to do in order to make sure you can afford it, do it. I mean, it took me a long time to get all 4, but it was something I really wanted, and I couldn't find the look and size anywhere else, so I took my time to get the ones I wanted. Another way I was able to really afford it is that most areas in my home are done now. They're really set. I like the way they look, and I'm not redoing them just for the sake of YouTube. So that meant that I had a little bit more in the budget for this project because I don't have a lot of other projects going on at the moment. But the big takeaway I want you to think about is the true value. What is the true value of something? Not how much did it cost, but its value. What is it worth? If it's doing its job well, and if it looks good, if it withstands years of use, that is a really valuable product no matter what you paid for it. I wasn't getting any value out of Dollar Tree bins in this particular room. I just couldn't make it work. I couldn't find the sizes, and I was dissatisfied with the colors. And by the way, I am no stranger to painting Dollar Tree bins. I have 3 bins painted a nice flat gray in my pantry right now, so I know I could have done that. And in fact, I did do it to some. I painted some white, and it just, didn't look as good as I wanted it to look. And I had lived with it for 3 years, and I had to ask myself, is it worth this dissatisfaction every time I do laundry? Mind you, I have 2 toddlers, and we cloth diaper one of them, so that's pretty often, and I just wanted it to finally look good and function well. I feel so happy. I'm not kidding you. I will go out there and just open the cupboards and look at it. I feel so happy having an organized space that works in a nice way. So if you're struggling with your decision to buy something that may be a little bit more money as opposed to something that's only $1, think about the value it's going to bring you. If it's really going to work, if it's exactly what you want, it is more valuable than something that costs only a few dollars. I would caution about subscribing to sort of lifestyle rules that you're unsatisfied with. This is why I don't count my items. I don't really count how many items I have or how many items I'm decluttering. I won't box my in and say that I only thrift store shop for new clothes, although yes, this is from a thrift store and you saw it in my January haul. It's a little bit of everything. The best way I can describe it is that it's living even keeled. There is a balance to everything. Now, the comment was asked in such a kind way. There was no anger or anything. This is not one of those comments. It was a genuine question. And so I hope I genuinely gave you an answer, because truly and honestly, I deal with that question internally all the time, like I should be going to Dollar Tree for this. Also, just a side note about Dollar Tree, I am intentionally trying to stay away from that store. It's not why I didn't get the bins for the project. The reason I didn't get it is because I told you they just weren't working for me. But I am just trying to stay away from that store just for a little while because that's a trigger store for me. I go in for one or two things and I tend to bring home a lot of like little junk that we don't need and don't really use very well. I don't want to mix my words here. I'm not telling you or suggesting that you need to go out and spend a lot of money on things, especially containers. You could upcycle a diaper box if you need to, put a nice cloth around it. Do whatever you have to do, whether it's a free upcycle or a $5 bin. Get the tool that's going to satisfy your eye and your needs. So like I said, I try not to box myself into any blanket rules to dictate how I'm supposed to live. So maybe in a video in March, you might see a Dollar Tree haul. Who knows? You know, it's kind of weird. I don't think my mom has really ever spent money on bins at all ever. Like she's the kind of person to not do it. But I see the value in buying a nice container. So it takes all kinds. It's how we make the world go round. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please feel free to subscribe and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.